Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today we conclude our series of videos led by the legendary uncommon monocolored creatures from Secrets of Strixhaven. Leading today's $50 budget bracket tube deck is Emil, Bastlands Roamer. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Emil, Bastlands Roamer is a 3-mana 3/3 legendary elf druid who makes it so that creatures we control with +1/+1 counters on them have trample. Additionally, we may pay 5 mana and tap Emil. If we do, we create a 0/0 green and blue fractal token. We put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of differently named lands we control. Okay, so we're a monocolored deck, but we want to run as many differently named lands as possible. Also, we're a budget deck, so we can't run any of the expensive lands. And since we're bracket 2, we can't run any of the game changers. But what we can do is ramp. Now, you may see us running a few more mana rocks in this mono green deck than you're used to, because we're not running a ton of basics. Most land ramp, especially in green, cares about basic lands rather than any land. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, BCW. BCW has been making high-quality, cost-effective products for both collectors and retailers for over 40 years. If you want to store, display, or sort your cards, check them out. I've been using their inner sleeves for years now and never had an issue. Be sure to click the link down below and use code DANON10 for a 10% discount on your order. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. The plan is that I'll be streaming here in the next couple weeks. My schedule has been hectic lately, so I haven't had the time. Now, we're going to change how we do things. If I'm streaming Final Fantasy XIV or some other video game, it will be dual cast on Twitch and Musings by Danon, my anime and manga channel. If I'm building commander decks or something magic related, I'll be streaming over here as well as Twitch. I've roughed out a schedule, but I need to confirm a few things with cutestuff, so keep an eye out for now. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Path of Ancestry, Temple of the False God, Rogue's Passage, Myriad Landscape, Ash Barrens, Mosswort Bridge, Secluded Courtyard, Unclaimed Territory, Scavenger Grounds, Bonder's Enclave, Nesting Grounds, Oran Reef the Vastwood, Blighted Woodland, Urza's Mine, Urza's Power Plant, Urza's Tower, Tranquil Thicket, Llanowar Reborn, Lair of the Hydra, Tree of Tales, Gingerbread Cabin, Sapseep Forest, 16 forests, and 2 snow-covered forests. I wanted to have an even split of forests and snow-covered forests, but I just couldn't fit them in the budget. I was happy about getting a bunch of other lands, though. For mana ramp, we're running Studious First Year, Tangled Florahedron, Llanowar Elves, Elvish Mystic, Gyre Sage, Arboreal Grazer, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Moss Diamond, Ulvenwald Hydra, Wood Elves, Rampant Growth, Skyshroud Claim, Reap and Sow, and the Regalia. Lots of ways to find lands, and not just basics, along with a couple mana rocks as well as mana dorks. Not too shabby. Our card advantage package consists of Garruk's Uprising, Explore, Harmonize, Survey Mechan, Return of the Wildspeaker, Colossal Majesty, Eternal Witness, Shamanic Revelation, Sylvan Scrying, Become the Avalanche, and Expedition Map. Lots of ways to draw through a deck, and even a few ways to find lands with new names. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Kalani Ambush, Beast Within, Return to Nature, Naturalize, Insidious Fungus, Scavenging Ooze, Canker Bloom, Bane of Progress, Collective Resistance, Reclamation Sage, Blossoming Defense, Bridgeworks Battle, and Plow Under. I can't wait to see the look on someone's face when you put 2 of their lands on top of their library. For board wipes, we've got Azuri's Predation and Overwhelming Stampede. Okay, I know that Overwhelming Stampede isn't exactly a board wipe, but it should force our opponents to chump block. Maybe it'll save them, maybe it won't. The core of our deck consists of Seeker of Skybreak, Sereth the Viper's Fang, Avenger of Zendikar, Forgotten Ancient, Rampaging Baloths, Leyline Invocation, and Fractal Harness. Supporting our plan, we've also got Additive Evolution, Hardened Scales, Loading Zone, Crashing Drawbridge, Dusk Shell Crawler, Second Harvest, Invigorating Surge, and Swiftfoot Boots. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 60 mana sources split between 42 lands, 15 pieces of ramp, and 3 MDFCs. Hi, I know, but we're essentially a landfall deck, so it's fine. 11 pieces of card advantage, 13 pieces of interaction, 2 board wipes, 3 pieces of graveyard hate in Scavenger Grounds, Titania's Command, and Return to Nature, 1 Sudden I Win card in Overwhelming Stampede. Our deck is designed to spit out as many lands as possible, then use our commander to create giant nasty fractals. We then use those fractals to kill the table. Pretty simple. The only complicated part is in finding enough lands so that when we tap our commander, we're not just making a 3/3. Ideally, for 5 mana, we're making a 10/10. Of course, we could double our deck's budget, add Doubling Season, and make 2 2020s instead. Are you building an Emil Bastlands Roamer commander deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alex, Robert, Pi, Kazaris, Patrick, Boomy, Oscar, Justin, Golden Walker, Sleech, Mr. Salty, Daniel Zombie, Luke, Brian, Richard, Jeff, and Enenra. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.